series gets over in Group B as Slovakia try to continue their amazing run. Of course, so far so good to get through to the knockout stages, but the Swedes need to bounce back after a ball draw against the Spanish. Who comes out on top? We'll look at it next. That's right, folks, back once again with another match preview. Looking forward to Sweden up against Slovakia over in Group E in Russia. And we'll get to that in just one second. If you're new, where you been, boys? Smash your subscribe button to get you bang up to date with all things Euro 2020 related, Blackburn Rovers related. Whoa, football related, we're going to know here. And no one Ruskies, their bloody keeps on coming. Can Sweden get back into it? They were toothless against the Spanish, but they came away with a point. But of course, all eyes on Slovakia after a shock win over the Polskis. Of course, if you're new, smash the subscribe. Big shout out to the VIPs. 5-minute preview. Let's go. Here we go. Kicking it all off on the 18th of June. St. Petersburg, the venue. Sweden, Slovakia. Group E it is. Of course, Slovakia just the one point needed, I think, to get through to the knockout stages. The Swedes, though, a win, and they're right back in. Let's take a look at Sweden then. Jan Andersson is your manager. Qualified Group F winners for the Euro 2020. That was done back in 15th of November 2019. Been at the Euros 6 times in the past and ranked 18th according to FIFA. Their resume looks like this. Slovakia right here, right now on the 18th of June, which is Friday. Then it's Poland on Wednesday in the doubleheader to see who comes through the group. There's so far just the point. Good point against probably the favourites for this group. Yeah, but they looked pretty dire going forward. No attacking and now no Zlatan. They do have a couple of options on the bench. Quaison, and maybe we'll get to see young Henrik Spoy. 3 years down the bottom, hopefully coming from Lokomotiv Moscow. Will he get some game time? We'll have a little look at it. And we also might see the return of Janssen, perhaps. So maybe some changes, some attacking changes, because I think the problem with the Swedes was they were taking on the favourites. They wanted to get something out of it. They got something out of it. So guess what? They're the biggest winners. Spain the biggest losers. I have actually changed the lineup a little bit. Also between the sticks, Augustin at left back, Danielson, Lindelof, and Lustig at right back. Seema coming in on the left hand side. Gleason maybe on the right hand side. Larson and Urko in midfield. Berg up top. Isaac as well up top. Slovakia though, Stefan Tarkovic, big smile on his face. Playoff B winners. They've done that back on the 12th of November. They were at the last Euros in 2016, and they're currently ranked 36th in the world in FIFA. Their resume, Sweden right here, right now. Then it's Spanish on the 23rd of June. But I think if they get a win here, or at least a point, they're probably already packing their bags to go to the next stages. Meanwhile, of course, they did play Poland. They beat them 2-1. A nice early goal for them. And, of course, the man at the back, Kajar with a... Was it Kajar? Well, we'll see who it is. The big fella at the back. Skriniar, there we go. Skriniar at the back with the winner. Quick look at those squad there. Some familiar faces in here, some old boys as well. No one's expecting anything from the Slovakians, and I still don't expect too much from them. But guess what? One point you go through, and once you get through to the knockout stages, it's anybody's guess. Of course, you can play it out, park the bus, go for penalties. It'll be the next Greece, and I might be getting ahead of myself. Dubravka between the sticks for me. Hubakan, Sukata, Skriniar, and Pekiek at the back. Horovsky, Hamsic, and Kuka as well. Harasalan, Duda, and Mack up top. I think it's either close or either spot on. But why change a winning system? It worked a treat against the Poles, and of course they'll look to try and make it 2 wins out of 2 against the Swedes, which I think is a very, very achievable aim. They played each other just 3 times since 2003. 1 win for the Swedes, nothing for the Slovakians. 2 draws in the end. The biggest win, or the only win, was a 6-0 demolition for the Swedes, and we'll have a look when that was in just a second. Total scored goals, 7 goals over the Slovakians, just 1 goal return, 0.33 goals a game ratio. However, the Slovakians coming to on the back of a 6-game unbeaten run. On the flip side, the Swedes also come back onto this on a 6-game unbeaten run, winning 5 and drawing just. Of course, Group E looks like this at the moment. Slovakia going through, Sweden, Spain not so far behind, and Poland on their way home at the moment. But it is only game 1, day 1, and we'll see who will bounce back in the next round. I did put a poll out there. Here it is. Who will win between Slovakia and Sweden? 23% going with Slovakia, 61% going with Sweden. So it looks like Slovakia's win was a fluke, and of course 17% have gone with a draw. The odds on this will take place on Friday. 5-4 on Sweden are your favourites. 15-4 is your Slovakia, and 5-2 is your draw. It has been the surpriser of the tournament so far, that win over Poland. A quick look at the odds for the tournament itself. We look, Slovakia still 150-1. The Swedes are actually 50-1. But of course Slovakia have got 2 more points than them. I've gone with a 2-0 win on this one for Sweden to take home all 3 points. Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments section about this, Bobby Daz. I do think Sweden will bounce back. Maybe it was a one-trick pony for Slovakia, but again, another win for Sweden will actually push them above Slovakia, and then also push Slovakia closer to the exit. So 1 win is good, but they'll have to take on the Spanish. last, and of course I don't think that's going to be as easy. So you would think mathematically Slovakia will end up with 3 points. So that's a benchmark for other teams looking in that third spot. Do they need 3 points? Do they need 4 points? Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. Of course, smash your subscribe. Looking forward to this one. Hopefully you guys are too. Until then, of course, check out the links in the description on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and of course Patreon. But until then, I'm out of here.